Hi, we're Gina and Stephen. In April 2021, we took a leap from the conventional and sold all our belongings, downsized our life to travel, to look for new ways to live deeper.
It's got something that tastes familiar, but I can't tell you.
Oh boy.
After 11 countries visited, including Spain, Ireland, Morocco, Turkey, and Cyprus, to name a few, we have found we loved this nomadic life and are ready to explore a whole new part of the world in 2022. If you're new to our channel, join us for the next 4 months as we find new ways to 10x our life in Southeast Asia.
We're living deeper!
In this video, we take you with us on our 36-hour journey to Bangkok and show you what to expect getting into Thailand with current COVID restrictions. Let's go.
So we're at the Denver International Airport. We are getting ready to embark on a trip to Thailand. We're gonna fly from Denver, Colorado to Seattle, Washington, from Seattle to Vancouver, Vancouver to Singapore, and finally Singapore to Bangkok, Thailand.
We came back to Colorado for 3 months and had a chance to house sit some pretty amazing animals. 7 dogs, 4 cats, 3 ducks, and a parrot.
Who's saying there?
And this is our new friend Zuko.
I'm afraid it's gonna suck him up. I'm afraid.
I think he's done this before, babe.
We had priceless time with Ethan.
Look at the tree.
I'm going down.
Don't let her go down.
I can't let go. Stephen, I got the death grip on him. Just walk with me. Yeah, just walk with me.
No, this is a bad idea. Mom.
This is so hard.
I'm losing circulation in my leg.
It's very early.
It is
I'm very
early. Our
tired.
flight leaves at 7 o'clock, so we got to the airport at 4 o'clock, 3 hours early for an international flight, even though the first part's not really international. I'm putting my pack on
Why?
so that we can go over and get our tickets ready.
Yeah, because he's worried about the long line that we have over there. 2 hours prior to departure.
What's
It
that?
reopens 2 hours prior to the next departure time.
Yeah, but you know what happens? As soon as you turn around, the line grows like 5,000 people long.
Yes. Well, it's good that we're here early.
What is that sound? I think it's somebody's alarm. It's like a chicken. This is the kind of thing that you just get used to in the airport.
We're standing in line, waiting to get our boarding passes. I'm hungry. But
Why are you hungry?
Oh, we got up at 2 o'clock in the morning to coffee. Yes, I'm trying to do intermittent fasting while I'm traveling 36 hours. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think maybe I should probably revisit that decision.
We made it to Seattle.
We're 3 hours into 36 hours.
36 hours total time to get from Denver to Bangkok, and that's 22 and a half hours of flight time.
Yeah, so we have a lot of downtime in several airports, but we're here in Tacoma, Seattle, Washington, and we've got about 3 hours. We're gonna chill, kick back, relax a little bit, and then take our next flight to Vancouver. So here's what's really cool about traveling to anywhere in the world now is the technology is getting more and more advanced. So we just learned that international flights, at least to Southeast Asia, now do facial recognition. You can actually opt out of it if you don't want to do it, but I think we're going to do it. Also, our flight from here, where we are in Seattle, to Vancouver doesn't require us to deplane. So we're actually going to sit on the plane for 45 minutes. It's a stopover to pick up more passengers on our way to Singapore. It's probably now 16 hours and 45 minutes that we're going to be on the plane instead of just 16 hours. So it's good stuff.
So we are on Singapore Airlines on our way to Thailand. It's a super nice plane. If you notice, There are quite a few empty seats. It would be great if it stayed this empty the whole way over to Singapore. But we're making a stop over in Vancouver for 45 minutes to load, so I imagine we'll probably fill back up. They just showed the safety video, and Gina was not really watching the safety video. I watched the entire video. That by far was the best safety video I've seen on any flight anywhere.
When you look at the video of the video, it just looks like a video. You don't have the same feeling that you have because you have to experience it firsthand.
In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat
Best ever.
Nobody watches the safety video.
Because they're all horrible.
Well, that's right.
So now everyone can see, wait, these are awesome. It's great. See, I found a sneaky way to triple the amount of time on the safety video in the video.
Make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together.
That just puts you in a state of serenity. If we were to go down, I would just go down smiling. I'm so comfortable right now.
It was like a work of art. Did you see how they integrated a lot of the historic places that you need to go visit in Singapore?
It's midnight and we're having dinner.
It is midnight.
Yeah.
Oh. We were told we weren't supposed to eat. We were told we were supposed to sleep like it was normal.
I was not going to eat dinner, but the lady said, you got 7 more hours. Are you sure you don't want to eat anything? So I said, okay, I figured we'd just do whatever they tell us to do. Look, she's lying all the way down over there. That's a good idea. This is some kind of pork?
Ooh, it looks good. It looks delicious.
It's your standard airplane food, but it still looks pretty good. It's pork stroganoff, some broccoli, green beans, carrots, mashed potatoes, some dessert, a roll, and some water. It'll keep us going. Well, we made it to Singapore.
And I'm actually more awake than I realized, but I think it's because I never really went to sleep. You got 4 hours, right?
Yeah, 4 hours and 24 minutes.
Yeah. Stephen slept like this. Fairly certain his mouth was open.
Gina just searches far and wide to find shots of me with my mouth open.
That's not true. That is, yeah, far and wide. Singapore airport's quite big, so we're gonna actually spend a little time exploring it. So we're here at night. We got in at 10 o'clock at night, and our flight leaves tomorrow morning at 6. So we literally have like time to kill. I think we should be sleeping, but I think because we're in the Singapore airport, we should probably check out a few things.
Yeah. It's 2:03 in the morning here in the Singapore airport. So there were all these really cool things that we wanted to do. They have the highest inside waterfall on the planet. It's like 10 stories, something like that. They have these suspended gardens. They have shrub mazes. They have all of these pretty amazing things, but because of the time of day that we're here, everything's closed, at least all those things.
Everybody's sleeping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
2 a.m.
sleeping.
here.
Yeah.
Why should they be up for us, really?
But Gina's found some other cool things to do here.
So when you come to the Singapore airport, it's important to think about whether or not you want to leave and go through immigration, because the coolest things that Stephen's talking about are actually past immigration, and we're not looking to do that. So we're actually just traversing back and forth between Terminal 1 and Terminal 3, which still have a lot of things like movie theaters, gardens, massage and spa places. One that actually has the ability to like do the fish nibbling, which I think we're going to have to try while we're in Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a place to check out, but try not to do your layover from like 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock in the morning, because you're not going to get a whole lot of action. The stairs. We have to actually take the stairs. I don't know if I can do this. Are you okay with taking the stairs?
Yes.
Okay. I do feel like we're both starting to crash. Oh, but not Stephen. He's going to run.
That's my man right there. Don't fall.
We're walking from one side of the airport to the next, actually just to go from Terminal 1 to Terminal 3.
Because the sky train is turned off after 1:30. That's why. Do it by foot, like we're doing it, or you can take the sky train. But the sky train isn't working after 1:30 in the morning. So we decided we needed to walk in addition to all of the other exhausting things we need to do.
So we're in a second priority lounge closer to our destination gate. We're using the American Express Platinum Priority Pass version, but we also have the Capital One Venture X, and they have their own set of lounges. We haven't utilized those yet, but those are supposed to be great. This is not the lounge. This is just the airport itself. So this one's pretty nice. I mean, you pay a bunch of money annually for these cards. Does that give you the right to think, ooh, this should be nicer? The thing maybe that could be nicer would be the food. Some of them just have great food, but other ones it's just kind of like, you know, snacks. Madrid had great food. Yeah, the lounge in Madrid was great.
2 o'clock in the morning when they're probably half-staffed anyway. So it's not fair for us to say the food's not great when they're probably all home sleeping.
That's true.
Which I'm going to be doing right this second. It feels so good to close my eyes. We are on the last hour and a half of a 36-hour journey starting in Denver 2 days ago on a trip over here to Thailand. And we wanted to just tell you what we're looking to expect in the next few hours after we land in Thailand. So we were very fortunate that we learned that Bangkok or Thailand did away with their PCR test prior to the 72-hour prior to, which was great because we were late getting our PCR test done and we didn't think we were going to be able to board in Denver, but we were lucky. And so now Bangkok or Thailand has loosened a lot of their restrictions, and so they're not requiring the level of expectations around documentation and testing that they had before, which is great. Now, that doesn't mean that we're still not going to get tested when we get there. Steven's very excited.
These people said it was horrible. They said it's the worst one they've ever had because they have the person behind this plastic screen.
My guess is that yes, they're still going to have some of these restrictions in place. In fact, I think July is when they're saying that they're moving from a pandemic to an endemic here in Thailand. So they're making it a part of everyday life.
Yeah,
and
they're just redefining it.
Yeah. So it's going to be kind of busy. We've got all of our paperwork together. We think we're ready as far as hitting customs and getting them everything that they need, but who knows? But once we land, we immediately get our tests done. Then we go through immigration. Then we have to find our driver who's tied to our hotel that we had to prepay for in order for us to be able to get to our quarantine hotel that we have to stay in for at least 24 hours to wait for the PCR test to come back.
Yeah, or actually just until we get the test back. So if the test comes back in 2 hours, then we could leave in 2 hours, but we've already paid for the room.
No, we're not going anywhere.
No, we're going to probably sleep because we haven't slept much in 48 hours.
No.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? How can it be closed? What? It can't, it's never too early for Krispy Kreme. I don't understand.
It's Thailand.
Yeah.
So we're standing in line and getting ready to give them our Thai pass.
It actually has been fairly seamless so far.
We had all the necessary parts to get us this far, so we probably got it all in order.
I hope so. So they take you to a hospital first before they take you to the hotel.
And it seems like a clinic outside the
Yeah,
hospital.
it's not really the hospital, but they call it a hospital.
Okay.
When we got to the airport hotel ambassador took a picture of us to verify who we were with the hotel name. And then the driver of the hotel took a picture of us as well to verify that we are who we are. So they want to make sure that everything is succinct when you get here. Side, okay?
All right, babe. Yeah.
It wasn't so bad. They do the mouth thing, which is very unusual. It's a gag read.
Yeah. Okay. Love it. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
One thing I haven't learned to say in Thai is I've got an active gag reflex. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh, you got like a whole bag of it.
Yeah, we don't want a whole bag.